Little MCU corner.
Moon Knight.
Yeah, there
Yes,
we
sir.
go. There we go. Okay.
I can't tell the difference between my waking life and my dream life.
Is that what he really says?
He says it in
He
the
said
trailer.
that shit in
Oh,
the trailer.
okay.
But how trippy would that be? You had like a second life when you go to sleep, and the next thing you know, you had
Dude,
that.
I was thinking about that. Like, what if you had a fucking alternate personality and it's like you didn't know it, and then you have like this whole other life and shit? I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
Okay,
That's
so
crazy.
honestly, I like the show. Pretty cool. It's pretty sick. One of my little issues that I had with the show was that they robbed us from pretty much all the action sequences that were supposed to be in the show.
Right,
So every time he's about to get into a fight, he obviously passes out, wakes up, everyone's passed out. And I was like, bro, what?
I 100% agree
That's
with you. That's one of my
blue
only negatives of this
Nutty,
episode.
blue balling us right here.
Because
Yeah.
to me, I felt like you could have did that, gave me an action scene.
Yes.
With him as Mark. Go back.
Yes.
I felt like you almost robbed Oscar Isaac of even more opportunities to do some cool acting with his action. I
Yeah.
think like they could have been doing like split type stuff where he's like fucking up people, going back to Mark, and then we're back where we were, and then you maybe have one fight we don't see.
Yeah.
So you can trip people up
I'm
and
down.
kind of keep you on your toes.
I would have been
'Cause
down
I
for at
liked
least
that the
one,
first time.
one fight
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah.
There was like what, like I think
3 or 4
yeah,
fights,
you
yeah.
know that like, oh damn, he's about to get
Within
down.
that
Oh
sequence, 'cause
great,
you got the
he falls
chase
asleep.
scene. He wakes up and or he
You got
switches personalities
The
twice.
chase scene, they seen in the right when he gets to the Alps,
In the castle thing in the Alps.
Yeah, he gets with that one.
Meets Ethan Hawke.
Obviously with the I don't even know what kind of monster it was at the end. And I think there was one in the museum if I'm wrong.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
little dog figure things.
But man, they for sure robbed us on that.
Yeah, like I think it could have. Like I like that this episode takes some time to develop Stephen Grant and Mark Spector a little bit. We're gonna get more into him going forward in the other episodes, more so,
Yeah.
obviously, especially in
Obviously,
this
yeah.
next
Some of
one,
the
the way they
first
set it
episode.
up. But I like how we get time with Stephen Grant, Oscar Isaac playing in that version of the character and that personality, and we get to see what's up in his world. We get
Yeah.
to spend time with him. And I just love the off-kilter feel with this show. And I love that they're delivering on the promise of it, feeling different, but still being a little bit familiar to what you know. Because you know Marvel's not going to get too crazy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's why I feel like people should stop bitching a little bit. Like, you know they're not going to go, like, Enter the Void or something
Yeah,
weird
he
like
ain't
that.
gonna slice
you know?
any heads off, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, you know they're not going to go full Punisher with this thing.
Yeah.
If they do it, they're going to do it with
See,
the Punisher. They're not going to do it with
What I
Moon
did
Knight,
like is
you know?
you knew that once he was done fighting, he fought
Fuck
them
people up.
like gruesome, you know, like when
That's why I was like, come on,
in the
see
chase
that.
scene, like when that guy got into this truck and like
His head was dented.
yeah, you could totally tell he probably shot him in the head. You know, he had a gun
Yeah,
in his
man.
hand, like. You could totally tell. You have to be some kind of little kid or just a dummy to be like, oh yeah, what happened?
He's a
here?
merc, man. Like, he's killing niggas like
Yeah.
on some Deadpool style type stuff, but no humor right there.
Yep.
But man, like, but I just love the setup of Stephen Grant, of Moon Knight, of the duality between him and Mark Spector. I love all the stuff with Oscar Isaac and this character. Fucking phenomenal. I'm loving it, man. Like when it comes to the way they're setting up this character and the mystery of the scarab and all this Egyptian god lore.
Yeah.
I picked up a lot of hints in this second watch, dude. I think everything he was looking at in those books ties directly into what's going on in this series.
Yeah.
I think all the Egyptian gods listed in those like diagrams in the books, I think those are the gods he's talking about. I think like the one we're seeing him talk to, Khonshu, he's one of the ones that fucked over what's the other one's name?
The one that is
Ethan
it?
Hawke's all crazy about.
Yeah, I forgot the name of that one.
Damn.
But it's the
I'm so
one.
stoops.
It's the one that's able to give like judgment off of somebody
Yeah.
before they do any bad deed
Before
or whatever.
yeah.
may
I can't-
be.
Man, I stink. See, this is why I wish
That's-
Drew was here right now because he knows all that stuff.
Yeah, it's totally
like for real,
fine.
he actually has researched a lot of that. But
yeah.
anyway, but that Egyptian god that like pretty much like Minority Reports people and kills you before you do whatever bad shit you're gonna do in the future or
Yeah.
for whatever bad shit you did before, which is a complete mind trip of an idea and is rooted in real life history and mythology. So I love how that ties into the series without me having to be an expert on it, you know.
Yeah.
And I just love the horror elements of this series. is so well done. Like, I made the Conjuring joke when we were watching it, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
love the horror vibes in this thing.
That's
when he's
true.
like,
When he
who was
goes-
that?
yeah.
Because you would feel like that. It
I
would
like
be
that
weird.
scene where he goes down in the elevator and he hits like
Yes,
the basement
dude.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Creepy stuff
and
without being like gruesome, but just creepy.
That's the god you're talking about. The
Khonshu, yeah. The
okay.
one that gives Moon Knight his powers.
I
That's,
really
the
like
only
that
thing I
design
know.
of a character, honestly.
Yeah,
Like,
it's creepy.
a big bird skeleton or whatever.
Interesting,
Yeah,
yeah.
For sure.
It's
for
not.
Sure.
It's kind of like weird, but not goofy.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And it looks just like it does in the comics from the stills I've seen and from the panels I've seen. So I love the way, and I like the. I don't know the actor's name. Oh, F. Murray Abraham, I think's his name. I'm not familiar with his work, but
which
he does the
character?
voice of Khonshu,
Oh, okay.
the Egyptian god. He's like, "Oh no, the idiot's taking over."
Oh, okay.
Like, I like him. Like, he seems like a dick. You
So
know?
him and Mark live
In this body. Like, he inhabits Mark's body. Let's just say Mark's body, just to be a little more simplistic. So I think from birth he's Mark Spector, if I'm not mistaken. That's his main identity, his real person.
Okay.
He becomes a mercenary, gets these Egyptian powers from the Khonshu god. I think that saves him from pretty much knocking on heaven's door when he's on the brink of death.
Yeah.
You be my vessel and do what I want you to do, and then you can do whatever else you want with your free time.
Damn.
So he creates this alias of of Stephen Grant
Yeah.
in the comics to like do different stuff, kind of like Bruce Wayne uses different disguises over there in the DC comic world. So that's kind of the way that comes about, having an alias and a different personality. Then over time, he starts to have mental health issues and he starts to crack up and realize, and he starts to create these dissociative identity disorder. So I think where we're picking up here in the MCU version, that all already went down. He's been a merc for years. Him and Ethan Hawke have been having some beef or something going on within the recent time period of the show leading up to
You
it.
think so? I mean, it looked like he did.
Because he said, "Oh, the mercenary."
He didn't know who he was yet. or
Not
whatever.
like he knows him like well, like a lot, but I think like they've come in contact a good
Yeah.
bit already, like right before the show picked up, because he already was tying himself to the bed and he was checking to see if he went anywhere, which I don't think he did that night before. So it looks like he's already been doing weird shit.
Yeah, man, it's such
Crazy
a hard,
shit,
hard,
right?
hard stuff to think about because all right, that phone that he finds in his wall,
Yeah.
that's supposed to be Mark's phone, right?
Yeah, that's
That's
supposed
Mark's
to be Mark's
phone, and he's talking.
To some.
to Lydia. I think we're
Do you want to know who she is?
Nah. Don't tell
Okay,
me.
all right, because I heard who she was on a podcast, but I won't mention it.
Don't
here.
tell me here.
All right,
because
I
then,
won't mention it for anybody out there. But next week or whenever we do find out, then I'll drop the. spoilers.
Obviously, then you
But,
got the other character who's not Mark, Steven.
Stephen Grant,
All right,
yeah.
Steven's talking to someone else on the phone.
Yes, that was one of the main things I wanted to wait to bring up on the show. Who the fuck is he talking to?
I thought it was his mom, but then they were telling
So
me that
who's
he
his
was.
real mom?
Okay, I don't know.
See what I mean?
That's
So
that's
is Mark his real person or is Steven? We don't know. And I like that, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Unreliable
Like
narrator.
who's the original one? Who?
Like, you know, in the Joker movie, I hate to bring it up because I know you don't fuck with it, but
oh my.
I'm just saying, you know how they were playing with the fact that you weren't sure what was reality because he's so cuckoo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how they're doing it in this. Actually,
I like
a
this
little better.
Cuckoo better than Joker Cuckoo for
No,
sure.
I know, but I'm saying that's what I'm saying. I like the way they're doing it here because him having a dissociative identity disorder, it makes more sense.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm not saying the Joker thing was badly written. I just think this
he's
feels
trying to
more
say
natural.
that the Joker was badly written.
No,
I
I'm just
agree
saying
with
this
you.
is smoother. It's like Joker. It almost took you a minute to be like, oh, wait a minute, he doesn't know fucking Zazie Beetz, you lying ass.
Oh, that honestly was a trip in the movie because I didn't expect that.
Like, it
I
took
was
me a
like,
minute.
whoa.
Like, oh, wait a minute, you didn't date this chick, bro.
Yeah.
It was all in his head.
Yeah.
God damn. It's like somebody lying to their buddies at the bar, like, yeah, I hit that, bro. Like, but this guy's really cuckoo because he really thought he did. I'm like, jeez, lying ass over here. This to me makes sense because he's like two different people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like he wouldn't remember, you know, like it would be like what happened? And I loved how he doesn't like have any like
any
a sense
memory
of time.
yeah. Oh, that too. Yeah.
You know, like, oh, it's Friday, isn't it?
Stood up that hot chick. Damn.
He's like, nah, motherfucker, it's Sunday.
Yep.
You ain't getting none of this shit.
Yeah, that was another thing too, and you feel bad for that character because he's
I know,
losing
'cause
days.
Stephen
Yeah.
Grant ain't getting none, man.
Definitely not. Yeah.
So it's like, damn, you fucked that up, bro. But man, it's just crazy. I really dig this show overall, man. Like, it's off to a really good, solid start. Like, it's not blowing me away off the bat or anything like that. But I really, really like where we're going, man. Like I love this setup right now.
Yeah.
But just give me a little more Moon Knight action, man.
I think
Or just him out of the costume.
I think
don't care.
it will for
Just give me a
sure.
little more action, man.
for sure next, I actually kind of appreciate it because you kind of see in Steven's perspective of him losing control, and then all of a sudden
Right.
he gets brought into
And by
a
the end of the
situation-
episode, when he's beating up that werewolf,
That werewolf
looking thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get to see some of that brutality, and that's going to lead into like that persona.
Episode 2, we're gonna
Mark.
pick up right there.
Yeah,
probably, yeah.
of him being in full costume and everything like that, and he's gonna be that brutality.
Mark
that,
Spector.
yeah, that
Yeah.
like we're gonna end up seeing like that we've been wanting to see with Steven. But Steven,
True.
we're just seeing a perspective of him like he knows he's losing control of himself, and all of a sudden like he loses control of himself in the middle of like the sequences and stuff like that. Every time he's in danger, we always see him like he'll do like a weird twitch or
I
whatever.
like the way
maybe.
they do it too. It's like it's unsettling. He's
Yeah, yeah, he starts switching.
Like,
Then
I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
then all of a sudden, like he fucking like Miguel said, he murks like everybody, like
Yep.
they're all bloodied up and everything like that. And Steven, you see in his perspective, he's like, "What the fuck did I end up doing?" That's why he threw his fucking
yeah,
gun at
like
somebody.
what they're trying to accomplish with like making you uneasy and feeling just like Stephen Grant does in that moment. They're really executing it perfectly.
Yeah,
To
yeah.
me, it's like I just wanted a little more balance with that. Feeling to kind of appease kind of that action nerd side of,
Yeah.
of the fandom, but kind of give us something weird and nuance at the same time. But I think next episodes will probably do that.
I was gonna
Oh,
say
for
that.
I don't
sure,
wanna
for sure.
complain too
Yeah,
much.
me too. I was
For sure.
gonna take it back because I can't expect.
a minor
I can't
negative, for
expect
sure.
tue much in the first episode.
Yeah.
especially because we have like 5
Now,
more
if
episodes.
this is
I
something
guess.
that's ongoing, it'll start to bug me a little bit.
Me too.
Oh yeah,
But
for sure.
what we're getting around that is not boring or bad. It's
Yeah.
just I want some action because Moon Knight is known for the brutality. He
Yeah.
is a street level daredevil character type thing that you want to see the fighting a little bit. I don't need an action heavy show. I just don't want them to keep cutting away from it every time.
Yeah,
That's all.
I'll be honestly be bugged out about that. Like
yeah,
I
if they
like
do that too much, that could become a little bit of an issue.
Yeah, like I'll let it slide like first episode because it's like the opening and stuff like that. We're learning a little bit more about these characters, but
They're
if
trying
it's
to flip the script like they're like his life is like they're trying to make you feel like the character is. I feel like it's like
yeah.
yeah, then like when it gets down to the later episodes, we don't need none of that. Like we get it, we get this perspective of the
Exactly.
change. We want to see what we want to see from
Like,
Moon
I
Knight
hope
as
they do what
brutality.
I said. Like, let him switch in the moment, see the fight, and then switch.
Mm-hmm.
I want to like give me that split type energy. Like, let it breathe.
Yeah.
I think that would be much cooler to see him just fuck up somebody like a fucking John Wick badass, and then go back to being some blumbering idiot. Like that to me just sounds cooler to let me see it play out. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So I think as long as they do that more often than they don't, I'm cool with it. But I don't need a bunch of action all the time in the series because that to me is a breath of fresh air. Give me more horror sequences. Give me more dialogue driven type stuff. Give me that character study. I really like the way that they're approaching this as like a drama, you know?
But yeah, other than that, I
What
mean,
do you guys rate the show or the episode? I mean,
This first initial episode, dude, I'm going to give it a good, strong 7.5. Very good start to a series, man.
7.5.
what about you, Skips?
One of
Gotta
the
go
better
for 10.
first-
10 for this one. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Oh.
Blows the end game. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
No,
I was
it's
like,
gonna
whoa, man.
there will be very rare we're gonna get a 10.
I was like, holy shit.
I would say for sure a 7. For sure a 7. Great way to start out the character. Until we see a little bit more with the upcoming episodes.
Yeah.
It's gonna for sure get higher.
Yeah, like because he's like you don't want to judge nothing this early. It's like I don't even really start looking at like what the show overall is kind of like until like 3-4 in. You know,
yeah, like I don't mind the villain. I don't mind the like
love
the whole
the setup
hero.
of the villain.
Yeah, for sure.
Subtle, less is more. Digging it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
heck
I'm really hope there's like more to come from that. I honestly forget his name. The
'Cause think about
villain,
the
like
trailer.
I hope he
Remember
has
when
his
you see
own.
him use the staff and he's like covering like calling on that power or whatever.
So
Who knows
I'm
what
hoping
that's
that
gonna be?
he has his own like
He
his own
does,
type
like-
of like suit too, you
I'm
know, or
pretty
costume
sure.
or whatever.
Ooh, that would be dope to see.
Yeah,
I
because you
feel
know,
like he
obviously
does.
he's gonna be like Moon Knight, who also is connected with some kind of god, you know.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm hoping to see. That would be pretty sick.
Like I think we're just barely scratching the surface. on
Yeah,
this
I also
thing,
give
man.
it a 7.
7 for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a good average. Because right now
7.5. It's good.
yeah, like right now we're learning a little bit more of the character and how you're doing so forth. We're building up that story around him. I
Giving
mean,
that suspense, the mystery.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, everything you're setting up, I'm all in on it. I'm all in.
fuck yeah, for sure. I can't wait for the upcoming episodes.
Yeah, dude. Like, man, it's gonna be cool because they said it's gonna have that Indiana Jones mummy vibe because they're gonna get more into like the the Mark Spector stuff. So I think it's gonna be like we're gonna get even more cool stuff going on. So yeah, man. I mean, it's a good solid start. Would you guys say it's your what would you say is your favorite first MCU?
I was thinking about that
episode?
literally right now.
Like of all the shows,
out of all the
like,
shows
first
ever,
premiere
First,
episode.
oh, I liked it better than WandaVision. Honestly, WandaVision.
For
it's
sure,
the first
yeah.
one as the first episode because
Yeah,
First
for
episode
sure.
so far.
Because the first one, I was like,
yeah, the only part of that being like, whoa, what's going on is at the
very end.
very end when they're like seeing her on TV and they're like writing stuff down. I was like, oh, what the?
I was like,
That was like a different. Yeah.
That was pretty cool. I
was like, okay.
man, fucking the Winter Soldier starts off really strong when
Super
they're like
strong,
in Siberia
man.
or
They
whatever,
did.
and they're like,
That fucking sequence in the fucking Grand Canyon. Where
Yeah.
they're at, God damn.
Yeah, that is pretty.
and then for Loki was pretty cool too.
Love the
it
Loki
wasn't
first episode.
it wasn't obviously action based. How
No,
like
but I loved that.
how
I loved the
Hawkeye or-
Alice in Wonderland,
Yeah.
trippy. What the hell is
Me
going
too.
on here?
It was more of a mind
That
fuck.
or I would say, man, because I feel like this is exactly tied with Hawkeye's first episode.
Me
I don't
too.
know what I gave the rating per se, but I would just say I feel about the same.
I don't remember.
Good start, but I'm not blown away.
Oh, okay.
I'm having a good time.
Hawkeye's episode falls down above WandaVision, but not above like Hawkeye and the Hawkeye and
I'm gonna go Loki.
oh shit. Hawkeye falls above WandaVision, but not above Falcon, the Winter Soldier, and Loki.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Loki, Falcon, Moon Knight, Hawkeye, WandaVision. What if?
Ooh,
Damn.
okay.
Because what if
Oh,
episodes
What
that I
If.
love
I
the
forgot about
most
that one,
is
too.
gonna be episode. Was that episode 2 with our boy Black Panther Chadwick Boseman?
It was. I think it was.
Yeah, it was.
Because
the
that's
second
my
one.
favorite. Whatever episode it is, that's my favorite of the series. So it's not the
Right.
first one though.
Right.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
I'm trying. If I had to like, it's pretty hard. Like trying to like.
Yeah, like that's my
Measure it
ranking
out.
right there.
I would say
'Cause there's
Falcon
6,
and the
you
Winter
could say.
Soldier, Loki. Who's gonna be the third? That's why it's. I think third might be.
Yeah, for me it's Moon Knight for sure.
I would have to give it to. It would be Moon Knight, Hawkeye, and WandaVision. And What if is always gonna be in the bottom for me because it's
Yeah.
like a fucking one.
It's a fun-
like
it's a
it's a
fun-
fun thing.
you know?
I enjoy it, but there's obviously gonna be some plot holes in
Yeah,
there.
exactly. But I like some of the stuff we're gonna get continuations for, and I like
Yeah.
how live action it seems to be playing in.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
I agree on
loving
that.
What about you, Miguel?
I go with Loki, Moon Knight, then Falcon,
Ooh.
then Hawkeye, Wanda, and then What If.
Oh shit. Damn. Nice.
Damn.
Moon Knight's pretty high up there.
Yeah,
It
I
is.
really like Moon Knight.
Damn, I was
It's
expecting
pretty
I was
sick.
gonna put
it
it
was
number
pretty.
2.
It was pretty good. It
It's
was
really good.
something for
I'm
sure,
just-
something new.
Good
Yes.
song.
Obviously,
Exactly.
we already seen Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and
And we know how all that
A
goes.
lot of movies actually.
Exactly. So we knew what to
So
expect.
yeah, so for Moon Knight is like they're introducing someone so totally new, you know,
And there's
and
so
a
many
whole
details.
new environment. Like I don't even think
Glass in
no,
the
no.
shoes,
No, they have.
and you can hear the
I
sound.
would like. I don't
design.
think the movie has taken place in Europe. No, they have obviously Spider-Man 2 and
Spider-Man 2.
Yeah,
Thor:
Far
Dark
From Home,
World.
Thor: Dark World.
Eternals.
A little bit of Age of Ultron because Sokovia.
No, that's right.
That's it.
And
Oh,
Civil
yeah.
War took place in Africa for a bit.
And Germany.
And Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So-
That's
So
true.
I think about-
We've done some globetrotting a little bit.
Yeah.
And don't forget about the Ronin sequence in Japan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think it's cool that we're gonna see more like heroes outside of like the stage
Yeah.
and stuff like that for sure.
I saw this
I'm pretty
article on
pumped.
Screen Rant or CBR or one of those websites where they were saying they hope that Marvel moves into that direction. And people behind the scenes at Marvel have recently said that more heroes are going to start being from these different places, like Miss Marvel being from Jersey, which is the next series on June. I can't remember the exact date right now, but you'll be seeing visuals. You'll know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's dropping. She's in Jersey. We got Black Panther taking place in Wakanda.
For
Thor:
sure.
Dark World. Dark World. My God.
Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder's probably gonna be off world.
Yeah, I wanna
different
like it.
dimensions. Anything's possible.
Yeah.
7 realms.
You
So I
know,
love that.
I really hope they bring in like space characters like Nova. I think
We know he's coming.
Oh,
They've
Nova should
been
have
talking about it, and the rumors keep coming up. So I'm like, He's in the pipeline.
And then Silver Surfer, but I know that's like a super off.
I think we're a phase or two away.
Bring that, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. At least I think.
Take your time.
I could see Silver Surfer popping up the end of Phase 5, Phase 6 if they introduce.
To me,
Galactus.
like Fantastic Four post-credit scene, you know.
Yeah,
or something like that, or Secret Invasion Easter egg or post-credit, you know, something that's space alien based that we're not expecting it per se.
I'm kind of
Fantastic Four hit it on the nose and give us what you know we want.
I'm pretty pumped to see Adam Warlock, and I want to see Nova too.
Interesting casting on Adam Warlock.
Right.
Yeah,
I like that actor, man. So I'm actually
who's Adam Warlock?
Will Poulter from We're the Millers. He was gonna play Pennywise before Bill Skarsgård originally.
Okay, I have seen that before.
He was in another really good film, Detroit. Did you know about this film?
No.
Detroit,
it's about the really crazy incident of these black people getting killed by the police in the 60s at this hotel in Detroit. And they're musicians there on tour.
Oh, shit,
and it's really dark, serious movie. But Will Poulter plays this racist-ass cop going against John Boyega's cop character, who's a black cop, or security guard, actually. And his, like this guy's got some great acting, man. So
he can.
It's like he doesn't fit a buff superhero, but if he gets the physique, man, I mean, he has the talent. Yeah. So
I think he's been like hitting the gym and shit.
I heard
that.
he's like you could see him already doing his Camille Nanjiani type shit already. So
like crazy. But Nova, if I want to see something for Nova, I want to see why he wasn't there for Infinity War and Endgame.
Which version do you want to see? Are you aware of both versions in the comics? Richard Rider and the newer, younger
one, yeah.
What would you guys like to see? I want to see Richard Rider personally.
I want to see Richie.
Me too.
Is that the younger one?
Yeah, because I feel like we have enough Young Avengers characters popping into the movies and series already.
Yeah.
That you already have like a good team kind of building. Where I feel like Richard Rider is more interesting because he can play into being from the Nova Corps, being a part of the Thanos invasion.
Yeah.
It gives him a little more oomph to introduce him into the world, and you can give him a little more history and do something different because they have a lot of younger characters they're already doing. Miss Marvel, we're about to do that.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Hawkeye
did
Kate
that.
Bishop, I guess.
Kate Bishop's going to be a big presence, I'm sure, going forward in some capacity. WandaVision's going to be about her kids with her Doc Strange. I think that's going to come into play.
Yeah, for sure.
Isaiah Bradley's nephew, he becomes Patriot. That's possible.
Oh, and actually, freaking Doctor Strange is gonna introduce another team.
America Chavez, thank you. I missed the most obvious one right now. Next up, what the hell am I talking about?
Yeah,
America Chavez confirmed in the movie. We know what her deal is: multiverse punch and shit, crazy stuff. I'm excited for that. And we got the girl from Detective Pikachu playing Cassie Lang, aka Stature, in Ant-Man Quantumania. So you already got all that. We're good. Like you don't need any more younger peoples.
Yeah, she's gonna take the mantle.
I'd rather see White Tiger if you're gonna put another young character.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah, I'd rather see her than Richard Rider. I think having him be a Star-Lord type. I'm a little older, but I'm not real old. I've been around for a minute. I think that sounds more interesting.
Yeah, and it would be cool to see like how Alice the Infinity Saga really infected everybody. Like especially with somebody like Nova, like how he wasn't able to be part of that fight.
Exactly, man.
Maybe he got
off-world doing something else.
Off-world, he got his ass
Watch
beat.
everybody get snapped.
We also forgot Shuri from fucking Black Panther, but I guess it also fits in with White. You say White Tiger?
White Tiger, yeah, was what I would want to see, but White Tiger's like a little bit of a separate character.
Oh, it wasn't.
She's the second iteration of the original White Tiger, more of a Spider-Man type character, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that's a cool character that you could do that I feel would be the younger female version is more interesting than the dad version.
Yeah.
So, but I think Richard Rider in reverse is more interesting than the younger version. I don't feel like they ever wrote any good storylines as much with him, other than him running around with Spidey and them as a team for a bit. That's like the only cool thing he really did, at least in my opinion.
Yeah.
And you've read a lot of the modern comics, I think even more than me. So I feel like he didn't do anything in Secret Wars, where he was in a bunch of the other versions in a bunch of comic stories. War of Kings, Realm of Kings.
That one sounds sick.
Yeah, like some of the early Guardians type stuff was going on. Annihilation.
That's a good one.
See what I'm saying?
It's all about space, though.
Yeah. The first Infinity before they did, or the second Infinity War, not the first one.
Yeah.
He was in the original Infinity War, Infinity Gauntlet saga. So I just think there's more juice to that version, but I'm happy regardless whatever they do with it.
That's why we got a lot of good opportunities coming up, and it's cool that we got like Moon Knight making an entryway, new character, everybody's pumped up
Unique,
from,
man.
unique in his
Uniqueness.
own right. It's cool to see. It's cool to see that we're gonna see more characters instead of like their OGs and stuff like that.
Yeah, man.
Like,
I just love that we're getting into this new territory, and I hope that they just keep firing on all cylinders, and we just keep evolving the MCU and what's it about, what they're doing. And the multiverse stuff has just been flawless so far. So it's gonna be interesting to see how deep into the more cuckoo bananas type stuff that's going on in MCU, like multiverses, magic, all that. Because you got Egyptian gods. So
Yeah.
how far is that gonna go?
I know, huh? We got those kind of gods. Then we got gods like freaking Loki and Thor. That we
And
totally
then you got
forget, yeah.
Celestials that we know a lot more about now.
So many gods out there, yeah.
Yeah.
The
I know.
Eternals, you know.
My God.
So you got a lot of great shit, crazy shit going on. But yeah, man. Big prediction on MCU cameo. Do you think we're gonna get an MCU cameo of any type, whether it's new or old character?
from Moon
From
Knight,
Moon
Knight
Knight, now I
in the
think
entire
so.
run.
I just feel like it wouldn't fit. I guess
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be Blade.
Blade.
It's gonna be Blade.
No
Yeah, I
way.
have 2 ideas. Actually, I have 3. One, they're gonna introduce Werewolf by Night, possibly. 2, Blade, because they're building up that mystical side of the universe, and I think it would make sense for him to have heard about this guy and maybe be tapping in with him like, hey, you be into that weird mystical shit? I'm building
Yeah.
a team. It's called the Midnight Suns
And then he
Initiative.
just made the transition to like in the movies.
Yeah, because I think they're definitely going to do that. I think they're just not going to do it in like immediately, and I don't think they're going to do it in like the really more like popcorn kind of fun stuff. I think he's going to be more in like a Blade movie, you know, of like a Werewolf by Night type thing.
Yeah.
I don't think Moon Knight would fit in the Avengers movie unless you're doing Secret Wars level type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's not an Avenger, you know.
Yeah.
He's traditionally not.
Yeah.
He's a Midnight Suns. He's a Defenders type.
Yeah, he's a street level guy.
Yeah.
Street level guy for sure. So
Put him in the Daredevil series they're working on.
throw him in there. Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't think he's gonna be in any.
But I also
There's
think
no
they
cameos
could
are gonna
introduce
come out in this show.
a new character we're not familiar with them doing yet.
It's a
too.
whole new character.
Yeah, like I think we could totally get something like that. Like
Wilson Fisk. We get even though they did him dirty and freaking
who knows,
Hawkeye.
man? Like they could lean into Marvel Zombies, anything, bro. Like,
show?
yeah, like you show a post-credit scene of the universe Marvel Zombies are from, which ties into Doctor Strange. You never know.
Oh yeah, they could
And
definitely
it comes
do that.
out the same week Doctor Strange drops. They know that's gonna happen. You know, anything's possible.
Yeah.
It literally drops that Wednesday. Like I've looked at
Yeah.
the schedule.
Wait, what does the movie?
The Moon Knight finale
Oh.
comes out the same week as
Oh,
Multiverse
got
of
you.
Madness.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I could see.
Yeah,
I
they
could see them
usually,
do
they
something
usually
like
do that, no?
Yeah, because you got this week is episode 1, which is going into April, and then you got 4 more weeks of April.
Damn.
That's 5, and then 6, right there.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Like Hawkeye and No Way Home.
The countdown begins.
Hell yeah! But yeah, man, drop your freaking rating down below, man. What do you think about Moon Knight? 1 to 10. Are you excited for the series? Have you read the comics? Are you a fan of the character? Are you like us and you're pretty fresh to him and you went in blind? Let us know what you think about it down below. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Do you fall more in between like we did? And give us your ranking of the premiere episodes of all the MCU series on Disney Plus, man. We love to hear from y'all.
Yeah, what's your favorite episode? Just drop it in
Let
the
us
comments.
know,
Come on.
man. What's your favorite episode? Favorite episode all time? What are you looking forward to for the rest of the year, MCU wise? What's your most anticipated MCU project?
What cameos do you want to see in the show, man?
Yeah.
Just drop it all.
All that shit, man. And it's been a fun episode, man.